everybody. I am currently walking out on my way to work. Today's vlog is going to be my Spookathon vlog. All week I am going to be vlogging my experience with it, but right now I'm heading to work. All right, so I am headed to work right now. If you are like, why are you wearing a white t-shirt? An added layer to this vlog is that it is my school's spirit week this week. So today is like walking yearbook day is what it's called. We wear a white t-shirt and then people come and write their name or whatever with Sharpie, and so that's what it is. So I obviously participate in Spirit Week 1 because I love that kind of thing. Like I love the excuse to just like wear costumes and do like random shit. But I also would rather be wearing this than a shirt and tie. So, you know, best of both worlds. Tomorrow, we'll see how my students feel about me being an e-boy. I'm just gonna be like, but it's gonna be fun for you all to see and to document this experience as well. Like it just happened to fall on Spookathon, which is incredible. But I am headed to work right now. It is currently 8:25. I will probably get to work around like 8:50 just because I'm also gonna stop at Bojangles to get some breakfast. So yeah. But while I am on my way to work, I'm going to be listening to Lies by Michael Grant on audiobook, and I will update you all when I get to work on what's happening so far, how far I've gotten, yada, yada, yada. So I will see you all then. All right, what's up, everybody? I just got to work. It is, in fact, 8:49, so I was a minute earlier than I thought I would be. I did stop and get some Bojangles. Ooh, love it. So excited, actually, to eat it. But I've listened to the first 4 chapters of Lies by Michael Grant. I'm on chapter 5 right now. So much is happening. Orsay with her little helper and their thoughts on what's going on in the world to get all together. Like, I don't want to spoil, but I want to talk about it. And then, not to mention Jill and Derek. I love Jill's power, and what happens to her is just so tragic so far. I'm glad that Sam has found her, but it left off on a cliffhanger where we don't know what's in the hole that Jill was in. So also the Coates kids are like cannibals now? Question mark. What the fuck is happening? I am just, so much is going on. Decca, like her coming out experience, first of all, so similar to Decca, like with her just wanting, like wishing that she was straight just because it would be easier. But then once she comes into her own, she realizes like, no, this is what makes me me. I'm happy the way I am. Girl, like same. So loved that. So heartbreaking that her love for another character is just kind of like not reciprocated. I'm so upset about that. But I am going to be listening to 2 hours of it because from 9 to 11, I'm going to be in my planning period where I just plan for the week, go in, print all the stuff I need, yada, 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 yada. I'm going to go in there, listen to 2 hours of the audiobook while I am getting all of that stuff done, and then I will update you all when I come back out of work and drive to the other building to teach and let you know what has happened and what I'm thinking about the book so far. But so far, Spookathon going really well. Don't know how many pages I've read because it's an audiobook, but I have listened to 4 chapters, so I'm excited about that. All right, I will update you all in a little bit. All right, what's up, everybody? I am back in my car. Yes, it is currently 11 o'clock. Hang on, I'm starting my car. That's why it's getting a little wobbly. All right, so it is currently 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm headed over to the other building right now to teach my students, obviously. Guess how much reading I got done? You guys are gonna be so shocked. I got through 0 pages. I got in there, I had to make my lesson plans, I had to print all the stuff for this week. There was a bunch of talk about testing this week as well with the pre-ACT and PSAT that we're taking this week. So all of that stuff combined, not to mention that 2 of my English coworkers, my only 2 English coworkers, are not here today. So I had to print off their materials for their subs for today and tomorrow as well. So it was a lot more busy than I thought, and I had to talk to more people than I expected. So therefore I couldn't be listening and talking because I can't do that. I can't listen to an audiobook and be talking to people at the same time. Like, that's just impossible for anyone, I think. But currently gonna head over, teach my class, and then I will probably see you all when I'm leaving work. I'm not gonna be reading that much I'm probably not gonna be reading anything at all. If so, it's only going to be my students' papers, which is the scariest thing that I'm reading this week, and yet the thing I forgot to mention on my Spookathon TBR. I have 2 sets of papers to grade this week, and I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna try and get it done today, so that way I don't have to worry about the rest of the week. But yes, very spooky, very scary. You know, research papers, the worst. Character analysis papers, the worst. No, they hate them. I actually hope that they do really well. For my sophomores, this is the first formal paper that they've ever written, so we'll see how that goes. But I will update you all later. What's up, everybody? Jonathan and I just got done shopping. I got 4 shirts from PacSun, thanks to Johnny. And I was able to get 3 candles as well from Bath & Body Works, so exciting stuff. But still got some more things Johnny wants to get me, so we'll do that in due time. But right now, we're at Chick-fil-A. Yes, we know we are bad gays. We are supporting our enemies, but you know, like, Chick-fil-A is just so good. Like, I wish there was a gay competitor out here, like, doing the Lord's work, the real Lord's work. But alas, not yet. But maybe we'll get over Chick-fil-A someday, but I doubt it. We just love it so much. We've eaten our Chick-fil-A. I dropped Jonathan off at school so he could do some art project stuff because he's an art major, for those who did not know. But I lit one of the candles that we got from Bath & Body Works called Leaves, which is super autumnal, very like cinnamon and apples, just like amazing. Just love it. But right now what I'm gonna do is, 1, grade, let's not show the names of these students. I'll just do it back. Grade these papers. I've got some written today. I've got some that are printed and research papers for graduation projects. I also have some online on Canvas because we use Canvas. And there are 11 there that I have to grade that are character analysis papers. So I have 11 character analysis papers, 12 one-page essays, comparative analysis essays, and then 4 graduation project papers to grade. So I want to get them all done right now. So what I'm going to do is either 1, listen to an audiobook, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to listen to an audiobook and read and correct papers. Never tried it before. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm going to try, and if I can't, then I am going to just watch either 1, Hocus Pocus, 2, The Lost Boys, or 3, It Follows, because I've already seen those movies and I watch them every October, so it just puts me in the mood. So it'll be one of those where I can just like look up for my favorite scenes every now and again, which might be every scene, to be honest, but you know, still love it, still excited. I also plan to start and finish strengths-based leadership today. Like I said, it's literally only 95 pages. The rest are just additional resources that you could use, but we're not using them in the teacher stuff, so I'm not gonna read it. I did look over them already, the additional resources, just to see if there was anything good, but it seems it's just like telling you more about specific types that you are. So I've got to take my quiz of this online and see what my top 5 strengths are, and then read about how leadership affects those strengths and how our strengths affect our leadership, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that. This covered the challenge of reading something that I don't normally read, and I don't normally read informational texts, I guess, as much. I read some nonfiction stuff, but it's usually memoirs or essays or things like that. This is more like self-help a little bit, kind of. It's about leadership. I don't really know how to categorize it, to be honest, but gotta be reading this. I think I'm gonna finish it tonight, just because, I mean, it's not that many pages, and it's very like, it's like double spaced. It's got a lot of like pages where it's just, oh shoot, it's just like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think I'm easily gonna be able to get through this, but I want to get through this as well. Also, I would love to get through Saga Volume 9. This was not on my TBR, but I just want to read it because I want to read it. And I think it'll make me feel a lot better during this readathon, knowing that I've finished 2 books in the first day, and I have the rest of the week to finish Lies and Carrie. So we'll see how that goes. But by the way, I guess I should show you the covers in light now, because last time I showed you during my TBR, they were in full darkness. But the first one, Lies by Michael Grant. I actually read 39 pages of this today. So not so bad, not the best, but you know, not bad. Or I guess I listened to 39 pages. That's where I am right now. If you can see that dog-eared page. Yes, I dog-eared my pages. Don't get mad at me. I don't really care if you do, to be honest. But I mean, it's my book. You know what I mean? I'm going to treat it the way I want to treat it. I write in my books too. So if you want to murder me for that, like, here's my address. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I really do like this cover a lot. I love the purple and the teals and kind of the ominous look of this. The first 2, Gone and Hunger, looked more like CW sitcom shows, which this does too. But this looks more, I don't know, a little more spooky than the other one. So I'm excited to get to this one. So far, like I said, I've been enjoying it, but I'm just excited to finish the series again. And then, of course, my edition of Stephen King's Carrie, The Shining, and Salem's Lot. I will just be reading Carrie for this. I'm already a few pages in. I think not very many pages at all. It's like I am 17 pages in out of 181. So I have quite a few pages to read in this one too. But like I said, I'll be listening to the audiobook of Lies while reading the physical book of Carrie. So I'm really hoping that I can power through all 4 of these books this week. I think I can. I think I can. No. But it's just a matter of how this week goes with testing. Like, that's really draining, and I'm just scared that I'm not going to want to do anything. And also, I don't know what my Wednesday video is going to be, because I want to do a review of Hunger before I forget so much about it, but I don't want to have to film and edit that, because the last one was like 30 minutes long. I don't know if I can do another one of those and do the, you know, the readathon, and we'll just see. I'm going to decide tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do tonight, also after I finish all this stuff, is try to get my thoughts together for Hunger and then film it and edit it tomorrow. We'll see. But otherwise, I might just do like, I saw Zoe. I actually might do this. I saw Zoe do this video earlier. Well, I guess it was last week now. Where she did a read along with me video. And by the time you guys see this vlog, you'll already know what I chose to do for my Wednesday video. But I really liked that. It was just 30 minutes of her literally reading. And she was reading by fire, so I guess it made it kind of like better. So I don't know what I would do, maybe read by my candle. But it was just really cool. Obviously I didn't really watch it. I kind of just like skimmed it just to see if it was really her reading for the full 30 minutes, and it was. But I think that would definitely put me in the mood if I was trying to get in the mood of reading and being like, okay, like I'm gonna read for as long as I can with her, like, and time myself and pace myself. I think that would be cool. So I might do one of those as well, because it's just kind of more chilled, laid back video. It would be a lot easier for me to do with this whole like Spookathon going on. So what I might do tomorrow is record my review for Hunger and then wait until next week to edit it, or the weekend to edit it, and then film 30 minutes of me just straight reading, no editing, no anything, and then upload that tomorrow or like Wednesday. So we'll see. Haven't fully decided yet, but anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's already been me rambling for so long. I need to get these papers graded. Do these count towards my Spookathon goal? Like, can I count the pages or anything for this? Because I just feel like it's a waste of time right now, and I know that I need to do it, and it's my job. It's not like it's a waste of time, but like papers, I hate having to take home papers and do it. Like, it's just like, but it's part of the job. I signed up for this. But anyway, I will talk to you all later. All right, what's up, everybody? It is the end of day 1 of the Spookathon, and this is my wrap-up so far. So, I literally just finished Saga Volume 9. Oh, this was so devastating. So sad. Obviously, it gets a 5 out of 5 stars for me. I don't think I've ever rated a Saga graphic novel less than 5 out of 5 stars. It's just that amazing. But this one, oh, guys, it just took out my heart and like ripped it in two. It was so sad, but so good nonetheless. I I can't help but love this series, and I'm excited to see what's in store for Volume 10, and hopefully that ending is able to be reversed or something, like, please. Anyway, so yes, 5 out of 5 stars for that one. I also took the Strengths Finder test personality thing, and also finished Strengths-Based Leadership. This was 95 pages, like I said. So I was given 5 top strengths, and 4 of my strengths fall under the category of strategic thinking. So I guess I'm just a strategic thinker. And the other one falls under executing. So I am someone who likes to think strategically and then get shit done. But the specific themes that I fall under for those different aspects are: 1, achiever, which was, I think, the executing strength. Input, intellection, learner, and strategic are all strategic thinking themes, and those are the other ones that I got. So I got to read this and learn quite a bit more on my leadership style. And when I found out that I was strategic thinking so much, I was kind of, I don't know, a little like weird about it. I was like, I kind of wanted to be a little more well-rounded, but the book talks about how there aren't really any well-rounded leaders. Like, all leaders have the thing that they're good at. Like, if you think of like all the leaders that you idolize, each one of them has one thing that they do really well. None of them are incredibly perfect in every way. And so I thought that was interesting. It talked a lot about having expectations for ourselves based on the way we see leaders, but we take, okay, maybe 6 or 7 leaders and we're like, I want to be like all of them combined. And so we expect ourselves to be able to be all of those things, whereas each one of those people has one thing that they're really good at, and you as a leader and as just a regular person are going to have one thing that you're good at. But that doesn't mean you're going to have all of those things that you're good at. And just because you idolize all 7 of those people for different reasons doesn't mean that each one of them holds those 7 qualities that you idolize, if I'm making sense. But it was really interesting to read. Strategic thinking, the way that it goes into it with like the case study, was incredible. And I definitely saw myself a lot in this leader. So they followed this leader of Best Buy. I don't think he's the leader anymore, but he was, and how he was just a different style of leader. He was, more down to earth and chill, and he was very innovative, and he wanted to constantly make things easier and better. And he wasn't just doing things because they had always done it that way. And I have definitely recognized how I am that person, and how I'm the type to find out what we did, see what worked, see what didn't, and then adjust and try to make things easier and go more smoothly. And it was just really interesting to get to see an insight on myself. Like I said, I like those personality tests, the zodiac signs, all the different stuff. Don't 100% believe in any of it, but it's always cool to get an idea. For those of you who are interested, I am an INFJ for the MBTI. I am a type 1 for my Enneagram. I've already talked about my strengths-based leadership stuff. I'm a Scorpio. Not only am I a Scorpio for my sun sign, I'm a Scorpio for my moon sign, I'm a Scorpio for my Mars sign, and I'm a Scorpio for my Venus sign, and a Taurus rising. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all. Oh, and a Gryffindor too, obviously. Harry Potter. And for the Ilvermorny thing, I was a Thunderbird. So obviously I think that Gryffindors and Thunderbirds kind of go hand in hand. But anyway, so that's me. That's how I describe myself. It's in my bio. No, I'm sorry, it's literally not. Like I said, I think it's interesting to learn about, but I definitely don't hold myself to all of those ideologies, because I think that would be kind of stupid. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings if I did, but you can't put your entire life into one label. Like, it's just not possible. But this, I give a 3 out of 5 stars. I liked the aspect of telling me my strengths and going into a deeper dive of what my strengths mean and how I could utilize those in a leadership role. But I also really enjoyed the aspects of the expectations that we place on ourselves as leaders and how we need to get out of those stereotypical mindsets and break free of the mold that we place on leaders and break that mold and try to evolve as leaders and become specialized in these certain areas and not try to be well-rounded, because no one could ever be 100% well-rounded. That's why you craft a team of leaders who each have a specific skill, which I also really enjoyed because it reminded me a lot of the X-Men, and I was just like, wow, like, I'm Cyclops. No, I'm just joking, but that's literally what I was thinking. If anything, I'm more like Beast. Strategic thinking, that would definitely be more like Beast. For the most part, it was just kind of basic knowledge stuff, but there were a few pieces that I really enjoyed, and I liked learning about myself and taking the test and all the different stuff. But yes, I also read 13 papers. I finished the 12 one-page comparative analysis papers, and then I read one of the graduation project papers, and it was really bad. This paper was like the worst paper I've ever read, and so I had to stop after that and just go, you know what? Can't. I also finished watching half of Hocus Pocus. It is currently 11:30. I'm about to go pick up Jonathan from the art building where he was doing his work and stuff, because he's the type of person that once he's home, he cannot focus on any other work. So he has to do his work elsewhere. So this time he was in the art building getting that shit done. So I'm gonna go pick him up now. I will see you all tomorrow for day 2 of the Spookathon. I have currently read 2 books down. That means 2 more to go. I'm so excited. I feel like I have accomplished so much in day 1. Hopefully I can keep this momentum going. I also have to finish reading all of those essays that I have, 11 plus 3. So I have 14 more papers to read. So I've got to get that done, obviously, with working as well and doing testing tomorrow and Wednesday and all that stuff. But when I see you all tomorrow, I will be e-boyed out, so don't be shocked. All right, I will see you all then. Bye. All right, what's up, everybody? It is day 2 of the Spookathon. I am dressed in my e-boy get up, if you can see it. Got the heart under the eye and everything. I was wanting to wear an undershirt as well, like a long sleeve undershirt, but alas, that didn't come into fruition in time. So I am driving to work today, and Jonathan is going to take the car after dropping me off, and he's going to do some errands throughout the day. He has a job interview, exciting, but I'm probably not going to be listening to my audiobook because Jonathan hates it, because I listened to it on 2.5 speed, and Jonathan is like, what the fuck? Right? Mm-hmm. So you always are so quiet in the vlogs, and then when we turn the vlog off, it's like,
what is there for me to say?
But you talk all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, when there's not a vlog on, you're like, yada yada yada.
So guys, thank you for coming to my new channel. This is Johnny's channel now. Not no more brand names.
Okay. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm headed to work. I've got a staff meeting this morning at 9, so I won't be able to listen to work, or I won't be able to listen to my book at work either. But maybe after testing, I'll be able to listen to some of book or read some of book. But it'll be fine regardless. I'm gonna get shit done today. But yes, I will see you all when I see you. I literally just finished testing for my class. It was so long. Also, my heart fell off, but I'll update you all later. All right, what's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. I know I did not update you all at all yesterday. It was just crazy hectic, and I just couldn't do it, honestly. Today has been crazy hectic as well, but that's why I didn't update you this morning. But today, testing is finished finally, and so I'm getting back to normal. I still have papers to grade. Last night, we didn't do anything. Jonathan and I, we literally cuddled up on the couch, ate Chipotle, and watched La Llorona. And I didn't really like it that much, to be honest, but I literally went to bed right after that. And today, I gotta go home and clean. So what I'm gonna do now is, driving home, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook. I am going to clean also while listening to my audiobook, and cook also while listening to my audiobook. And then eat, and then finish grading all those papers, and then film the video for today, which is going to be really lazy, honestly, but it's going to be me reading for 30 minutes, and that's it, just to have a video out. And this 3 videos a week thing is kind of starting to kick in for me, where it's become really stressful, but I'm still trying to push through. We'll see what happens tonight, but I'm hoping to get further in lies and get done reading my papers. That's what I want to do tonight. Hopefully I can get at least halfway done with lies, but I doubt that'll happen, but we'll see. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Bye. All right, what's up, everybody? I just dropped Jonathan off at UNCG again because he's voting for a friend of ours who is on homecoming court this year, which is so incredible. But he's going there, then he's going to get his nose pierced, I think. At least he's going with a friend to get his nose pierced. He might also be getting his nose pierced, but we'll see. I'm excited. I hope he does, because I think it's going to be so cute, but I just won't be able to kiss him right until it heals. No. But I'm currently walking back to my car from campus. Look at this beautiful area right here. I loved this fountain area when I was attending UNCG. I would come here at night when no one was here, kind of like right now, and just sit or read or listen to music, whatever it was. And it was just always so serene and peaceful. But yes, it's incredible. UNCG as a whole is incredible. So if you're looking to go to school in North Carolina, definitely first place you should choose is UNCG. The diversity is amazing. The school is known for so many things: music, dance, education, business, I think, as well. Their fashion program is also really good, but so many cool things. But I will update you all when I get home. I'm gonna go and clean. We literally went to eat at Panera, so I didn't cook, but I gotta go home and clean. While I do that, I'm gonna listen to live, and then I'm going to grade those papers. So wish me luck.
How are you feeling? Yes. Doing great, Johnny.
I just want to feel movement with your doing, okay?
I don't want to sneeze.
Did you say it makes you want to sneeze?
Yeah.
And just putting the ball on there. Here, wipe your face off.
Yeah, I was crying too. I was crying too.
Mama raised the real person.
Yeah.
Bye, bunny, bye, 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 bye. What's up, everybody? It is day 4 of the Spookathon. Last night, I did, in fact, end up listening to my audiobook while I cleaned. I am currently on chapter 12, so I can't remember how many chapters that is. Maybe like 8 chapters, because I think I was on chapter 4. I can't remember, but read a lot. Then also, I did a video for my Wednesday video where I read for 30 minutes on my channel, and I read Carrie. And so there's that. I read like 15 pages in that, but I am getting shit done, okay? So we are on finally day 4 of the Spookathon. Hopefully I will get more shit done. I'm looking forward to listening to my audiobook on my way to work as well as while I'm at work. So I will update you all when I read some more. Bye. Just got out of work, guys. I realized I didn't show you my full fit. I am not matching at all, but that's the point. All right, what's up, everybody? It is still the same day. Obviously, I've got my Bad Bunny gear on, so I would hope it would be the same day. But it is Thursday night. I have not finished any books since Saga, as you all know. But I have read more in Lies, and I have also not read more in Carrie, but I have been grading more papers because I have had a lot more thrusted on me, but I'm glad to help where I can and get it done. But I just got home. I didn't just get home. I got home a few hours ago, watched some TV with Jonathan before he left for soccer practice, and then I cooked. So I got my food waiting. It's like in there cooling off for a second before I go and chow down. But I did want to come in and tell you all that I just watched Chanel's video. First of all, if you don't know who Chanel from Chanel Time is, what are you doing with your life? Like, why are you watching me? Go watch her. Like, what are you doing? But I just love and adore her videos. She is so sweet and amazing. And you need to watch her stuff if you haven't yet. So she uploaded a video called Reading Scary Stories in the Dark, and I think that that is such an amazing idea, and I hate that I didn't think of it, especially with all of my videos that I've been doing in the dark recently. I'm like, why did I not think to read scary stories in the dark and just strictly have that be like the theme? So smart, so incredible, so mind blown by that video. She read 3 books, one of which was In the Tall Grass, which I read last month. She gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I definitely think that that novella was or short story. I don't know which one it is. I think it's a novella. That novella was the wrong king to start out with. I enjoyed it so much because I know Stephen King's writing and I can appreciate it for what it is. But for newcomers to Stephen King, I definitely would not recommend that to be the book. So if you're looking out there for books to read of Stephen King's and you've never read any, don't let In the Tall Grass be the first one. I've got a few short stories and novels that I really enjoyed that I think would be good, like first time books. So I wanted to talk about those for a second. So here they are. First of all, my favorite novel of all time, The Long Walk by Stephen King. If you like The Hunger Games, if you like characters and character building, if you like kind of like the Lord of the Flies kind of feel because the boys are dying and walking, then I think this would be a good book for you. This book is about a group of young boys who enter the Long Walk in order to gain like one wish for anything they want, but they have to maintain a certain speed. I think it's 3 miles per hour. They have to maintain that speed. If they slow down, they get a strike. If they stop, they get a strike. If they walk off the road, they get a strike. Once you get 3 strikes, you are exterminated right there, and they shoot your brains out in front of all the other boys, regardless of what you were doing or whether you were trying to fix it or whatever. Doesn't matter. Also, you don't get a break. You don't get a potty break. You don't get a food break. Like, this is the walk. So it is great about building characters because it's just these boys on the road watching what's happening. If you have not read it yet, you definitely should. I think this is a great introduction because it's more like YA dystopian rather than like straight up horror or thriller. So I think it is thrilling, but I think that this is a good one to like ease yourself into King, get into his writing style, get into his characters in order for you to appreciate all of the rest of his work. So I would definitely recommend The Long Walk be a good first novel of King's. From Night Shift by Stephen King, I would highly recommend 2 short stories. I haven't read all of these yet, so I don't know how good the rest of them are, but I've read a few, and out of those few, I really thoroughly enjoyed The Last Rung on the Ladder and The Man Who Loved Flowers. The Man Who Loved Flowers I actually teach in my English class, and the kids love it, like so much so that they will talk about it with other kids in other classes and tell them to read it. And so like upperclassmen are reading this short story because they just love it so much. It is so intriguing and so like just like honestly mind-blowing how Stephen King crafts this short story. It's one of my favorites of all time, and it's so short. It's only like 7 or 8 pages, I think, in this edition. So definitely check that out. The Man Who Loved Flowers is about a man who is so in love with this woman and he buys her flowers and the events of the night just take them away. It's so good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to like give any false hope or anything. Like I don't even want to risk you getting a hint from what I'm saying, because when I read it, I was like, hold the fuck up. What the fuck? No way. Okay. But also the last rung on the ladder is another character-based story. It's about a man who was invited back home after a while, and he's just going through all the memories of his childhood and reliving some past trauma that occurred. It's not really super thrilling. It's not really horror. It's more about a family and siblings and how trauma affects a family and how loss creates blame within oneself. And I just think it's really powerful, and if you haven't read it, you definitely should. I need to reread it. I've only read it once, and it was like in middle school. I need to reread it because I loved it so much, but haven't had the chance to yet. So if you like short stories, I think those two will also be really, really good to start off with Stephen King. Some other short stories that I enjoyed of Stephen King's from Skeleton Crew were The Jaunt. Now, The Jaunt, I'm not sure would be a great like starting short story, but once you've already read some and have some under your belt, The Jaunt is incredible and mind-blowing. I love it. Like, I still like the last image of that short story is like burned into my memory, and I could just picture it so vividly, and crazy. The Jaunt is a sci-fi short story that is about people kind of teleporting from place to place and the laws and regulations that have to take place in order for that to happen. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but it's about this family and their trip teleporting from one place to another. Also, The Raft is really good, which they made a short film of in the anthology series Creepshow. So if you really like the short story, then you could definitely watch the film. And if you've already seen the film, then definitely read the short story, because the short story is a lot better. The Raft is about a group of friends who go swimming in this lake, and then there's this like black blob that's in the lake, and it eats one of the friends, and the other three are left on the raft to fend for themselves. And it's just the story of what happens to them while they are on this raft and trying to survive. And it's really, 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 really good. The next one is Survivor Type. Survivor Type is probably top 3 Stephen King short stories or novels for me. Like, it's so high up there. I loved it so much, and it really had me thinking. And I was listening to the audiobook with Jonathan, and he was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's so good, so good. Survivor Type is about, I believe it's a doctor who is stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash, and he is the only one there, and he has to try and survive on this island until he gets help. And it's just so engrossing and so just horrifying and gruesome and so good. I love it so much. And the last one is Word Processor of the Gods. This one I think would be a bigger hit with people who aren't really into the thriller or the horror. That one is more chill and more just kind of like eerie and makes you think a lot, and it's very sci-fi. So Word Processor of the Gods would be really, really cool as well for you to read. About a writer who has a word processor that someone made for him, and as he types on it, the things from that story that he's writing come into fruition. And this story is kind of a cautionary tale for power being in the hands of everyday people, and if power truly corrupts. I just love it. You have to check it out. It's so good. But those are my recommendations for Stephen King. Once you get into it, then obviously read like The Stand. I've only read half The Stand, so I can't really say that, but The Stand is amazing. There are a few other short stories. The Monkey, The Jaunt, like I said, as you read Stephen King, you should definitely get into that. In the Tall Grass, once you understand how King is, you'll enjoy that too. The Mist, so good. Actually, you might enjoy that if you haven't already read Stephen King. So The Mist is really good. It's it's more of a novella than a short story. Carrie, I'm loving Carrie so far. So I just feel like there's a natural progression with how I read Stephen King, which I'm glad I read them in the way I did, because it did grow my love for him over time. Because before I read The Long Walk, I was against Stephen King. I was like, there's no way he's this good. He can't be that amazing. And I went into The Long Walk with those low expectations and was blown out of the water. It was so incredible. And I had just grown my love for him more and more over time. And I think that that's definitely saying something. And so if you feel like you can't really get into Stephen King, try reading some of these books that I did and trying to ease your way into the King genre, because he is basically his own fucking genre. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go eat my food because it's getting cold, but I'm going to watch a little more of Hocus Pocus, maybe grade a few more papers, and then I've got friends coming over with Jonathan, and we are going to watch American Horror Story 1984. We do this every single week. We watch it a day late because I have it on my Apple TV because I don't have cable. Why would I do that? So I bought it on my Apple TV and we watch it the day after because that's when I get it on my Apple TV. So excited for that as well. But I will talk to you all later. Bye. What's up, everybody? It's Friday. I am not participating in Spirit Week today. I know, unfortunate. I just didn't want to dress up in the full like suit and tie and all the different stuff when I could just wear jeans and a school t-shirt. So that's what I'm doing. I also have a football game to go to later. My sister is on the homecoming court, so she could possibly win homecoming queen. If she does, she would also be the last homecoming queen of my high school, like the high school I went to and the high school that she goes to. This is their last year as a school because they're combining with another school and becoming like a whole new thing. But if she wins, she becomes the last homecoming queen for that school, and I think that that's so cool, and I hope that she wins, and I'm so proud of her. But I am going to go to work, listen to my audiobook on the way there, hopefully listen to it while I'm there. I haven't been doing that the past couple days though, but listen to it while I'm there, hopefully, and then come back, get some flowers for her before we head into that direction of my hometown. And that's like an hour drive, so I'm going to be listening to the audiobook on the way there. Then I will be driving back home as well from the football game. And I'll be listening to my audiobook then as well. So hopefully I'll be getting some real hours in on the audiobook today. I could possibly finish it. If that's the case, then that would be amazing. And then I would just have to worry about Carrie for the weekend, but we shall see. But I will let you all go and I will update you when I have something to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2019 West Montgomery High School homecoming court.
I'm so nervous. I hope so.
What's up, everybody? We just got back from... That's what I went for. We just got back from the homecoming game at my old high school, the last one. Unfortunately, my sister did not win homecoming queen, but she was the only one of them that was nominated all 4 years, which is incredible and crazy. And she had the longest list of like achievements and things that she has done in school. She's been a cheerleader for 4 years, a basketball player for 2 years, in the beta club, working a job, also doing sports for all, and leadership teams, and like all the sorts of, like, they just listed a long list of the things that she's done. And I was just so proud of her, and it was so good to see her and my family for a little bit before having to come back home to Greensboro because I have a gig tomorrow. I'm a really bad vlogger. I realized I spent the game with Jonathan and my friend Brittany from back home, and I'm just a really I'm just a really bad vlogger when it comes to vlogging when I'm with people, because I'm the type of person that likes, like, I don't even take pictures when I'm with, like, hanging out with, I don't even take pictures when I'm hanging out with friends and stuff, because I'm like, I'd rather live in the moment, and that's how I've always been. And so it's hard for me to vlog those moments and to remember to whip out my camera. So I have a really hard time about that. I need to get better about vlogging the things that I'm actually doing, rather than just vlogging when I get home and telling you what I did all day, because that's kind of boring. It would probably be better for you to see that, but I'm still working on it. I'm gonna try and vlog more of the gig tomorrow and just being with Kayla and the band, yada, yada, yada. So we'll see how that goes. But I read a few more chapters in Lies. I don't remember how many chapters I read, but I've probably got maybe 4 hours left in the audiobook, so I'm excited about that. I should be finishing that very, very soon. I don't know if I'll be finishing Carrie, but I am going to push as much as possible to do so. I'm gonna go to bed since I had to wake up so early tomorrow, but I will see you all in a few minutes for you, but tomorrow for me. Bye. What's up, everybody? It is currently Saturday.
Saturday
of the Spookathon. I am heading to a gig today, waiting for Kayla to come out so she can drive us to Derek's, and then from Derek's we will go to Greenville, South Carolina, where we have a wedding scheduled to go to. So there's all my stuff, my bag, my clothes, all that stuff. But I'm excited. Hopefully I can get more of Lies done today. Obviously I have that on the audiobook, and then I also have Carrie. I brought it along with me to read, so hopefully I get some reading done today. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello, Kayla. All right, what's up everybody? It is currently Tuesday, October 22nd, which is the day before I announce who is going to be the winner. You guys are about to know in just a few seconds who won my Spooky Scottober 3-book giveaway for Ninth House, Serpent and Dove, and The Beautiful. I'm so ready. So what I have done is I have compiled all of the results and all of the points to be added, and then I put everyone's name however many times they had entries, if that makes sense. However many entries they had, I entered their name that many times. There we go. And I have put them in a list randomizer, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna just make an entire list, but whoever number 1 on that list is going to be the winner of the giveaway, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, I'm gonna flip my camera around so that you can see who the winner is. I haven't done it yet, so I'm nervous for you all, but I'm just excited overall that I get to share these 3 books with someone just in time for the Halloween season. So let's see who won. All right, guys, so as you can see here, I've listed all the names from the giveaway. Now let's randomize and see who's won. Number 1 is Chanel from Chanel Time. Congratulations. Oh my God, you are now the owner of these 3 hopefully incredible books. I haven't read them yet, so you'll have to let me know how they are. But Chanel from Chanel Time, message me on Instagram or comment down below or whatever, and we could DM and get that Eddie so I can send you these books. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. That was hard for me to say. Bye. All right, what's up everybody? I am currently on my way to work. It is Monday. I did not film at all yesterday. I apologize for that, but I needed a chill day after all of the events of the week, and it was such a stressful week. October is just a stressful month in general for teachers, so pray for your teachers in October. But so I just wanted to say sorry for not recording as much like bookish content. It was just kind of like a life vlog for the week, which kind of sucks, but I watched a lot of scary movies and relaxed. I didn't really read that much. I finished Saga and strengths-based learning or strengths-based leadership this past week, and then I'm on chapter 18 of Lies, which is like 180-ish pages of that, and I read maybe 30 pages of Carrie. So altogether, not the worst. It's, I mean, better than some of my other weeks are, so I'm not completely upset, but I was wanting to do more. But like I said, October is just a horrible time for teachers. It is so stressful, and everything is kind of coming to a head, and it's a struggle bus for us. But I'm still glad that I participated in the Spookathon 2019. Like I said, I still think I read more than I usually would have, so that's good. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to doing more reading vlogs soon, hopefully. I'm just not the best at it. I need to get better at vlogging in general, because when I like to live life rather than just like record it. Like, even when I'm at concerts and stuff, I don't really record as much. I'm just like living in the moment. Same thing with friends. I just don't take pictures with my friends because, I mean, why would I record it when I'm actually hanging out with them? So it's like that. I would rather be in the moment, but it's hard when you're trying to vlog. And then I ended up just telling you what had happened rather than showing you. And that's not the best way to do things for vlogs, I'm sure. But needless to say, hope I get better at it soon. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, hit that post notification bell so you're notified every time that I post a new video. My name is Brandon, and I will see you all next time. Bye.